All right, boys. So path of building's finally out. We can finally start calculating our true damage. We're not going to be relying on just the tooltip and all that kind of stuff. This is arguably the most powerful tool that we're offered for Path of Exile, and now we finally have Path of Building 2. So I want to do just a real quick overview so you guys can kind of go in there and start playing around and trying to figure out what your actual DPS is, moving some things around on the tree. Do whatever you need to do to try to optimize your build the best you can. So to begin, we're going to start with the import export, and actually the most important piece, which isn't quite available by GGG yet. So we're waiting for them to update the API. And what you'll do is you'll come here and you can literally just find your character and import it, and it just brings everything in, items, tree, everything. You have to go in and manipulate a few things, but it's super nice, and hopefully they'll do this really soon. For now, we do have to manually input things, and I'll show you how to go ahead and do that. Once you do have it, if you wanted to share your build with somebody, you could use you can actually share it right here. And a lot of times, I'm sure you've heard people talking about POBBs, and this is a really good way to share your build with, say, someone who's going to help you, or if somebody wants to follow your guide, or whatever the case is. Because how this works is, so, like I've said, I've already imported everything. So we're going to share this POBB. We copy it, and we go into a web browser. It'll actually bring up, and it looks, it shows all of the jewels that I'm using. And again, this is not fully updated yet, but again, within, hopefully a week and a few days, whatever, all of our items will be here, and it's really, really convenient in sharing, all the things that you're doing, whether you're going to get help or whatever the case is. We do this on our channel about once a week. People submit their builds, and we kind of look through them and try to figure out solutions, or just take a look because they've done something real cool. So this is a really nice way to be able to share your build and your tree and all that kind of stuff. Again, it's still in progress, clearly, but you can see the direction that I'm assuming that fairly quickly all of this stuff will work really nicely. So that's that. So as we get into it, you have your tree. I came in here, and again, I haven't completely filled this out yet. I've just been trying to get it going so that I could give you guys a quick little overview. You come up here, you choose, your ranger, we're a deadeye, all that kind of stuff. We fill in our tree. We're able to, bring all of our jewels in, and, all that kind of stuff, and we can see, how much damage we have. And again, I haven't fully filled it out yet, but as you can see, it's pretty cool. We have our, against the darkness, we have our megalomaniac, so all that's in here. You have your skills, so you can actually come in and you create new, and then you just start adding all of your skill gems. So got inspiration, ice bite, primal armament, fork, and then same here, inspiration, ice bite, primal armament, fork, martial tempo, etc., etc., etc. Your items, and so this my voice just cracked, so there you go, guys. You're welcome. So this is probably the easiest part right now. You might be thinking, damn, like I don't want to have to, create all these, because you can come in and be like, let me see, I wonder, how an Arvil's Wheel hardwood targ would feel on my build. So you can add it or whatever, and it'll put it into, into your items. However, you can also craft them from the ground up. So if you wanted to be like, I wonder if I crafted this item, what it would do to my build, and you want to do a dagger with, whatever the case is, you can come in. Let's say, we're going to do a helmet, or a helmet, and we want a expert chain tiara. We can come in here and we can actually say, oh, we want these runes in it. We would want energy shield and life, and light or chaos res and fire resistance, and then you could add it to the build, and then now we have that expert chain tiara, and you can just throw it in and see, oh yeah, this is going to add a lot of survivability, or oh, this isn't as good as the one that I currently, whatever the case is, right? And you can actually look at your numbers here. Now for now, what's a little bit easier, because we don't have access to the import, you can actually come in and Control C, just like anything else. Copy it. You can't right click copy, but Control C, and then if you go back to Path of Building and you click this little box, Control V, it actually imported the item. We can add it to the build, and then there it is, our Loath Arrow Visceral Quiver. So Super nice, super convenient. That's, you know, that which works really well for, let's say somebody, you know, your buddy drops an item and he's like, hey, you know, do you want this? You know, and he links it in chat. So, you know, let's see if we can do it. So if I send it to myself, right? So if I send this item to myself, I get the message and I'm like, oh, I do want to see if this is better. I can actually control C this, control V, and then boom. So even though like I don't have access to the item, but someone's like, yo, is this going to be better for you? You can actually come in, bring it in, add it to the build. And so you can grab a lot of items that way to try to see if it's going to be better or not. And you're not relying on the tooltip here, which is fine. Like it is a nice basis of, you know, your damage and all that kind of stuff. But this doesn't take into account debuffs that you put onto the monster, you know, elemental penetration. Maybe they have wither on them. You know, maybe they're cursed. There's a lot of different things. This is just purely the damage that you're putting out. It's not calculating any sort of the debuffs or anything like that. So Path of Building will allow you to do that and really try to figure out how much, if I have all my debuffs up, you know, oh, the monster's frozen, and I ignore elemental resistances if a monster's frozen, you can actually calculate that and see how much damage you would be doing to the frozen monster, right? And how you would do that is here. These are all your calculations, and this does feel like a lot, but you know, it's not as crazy as it seems. So you can come in and you can say, oh, you know what, I do use frenzy charges. I use 3 of them, right? I don't, so you know, I don't need this, but just hypothetically. Onslaught, you know, tailwind, I'm Deadeye, so we get 10 tailwind stacks. You know, have I shocked an enemy in the last 3 seconds? I have. You know, have I dodge rolled? You war cried, etc., etc., etc. Minerva Ray, you come in here and you do all this stuff, and you can really get, you know, get nerdy if you want, and really try to figure out, you know, how much damage you can potentially be doing. You know, is the enemy chilled? The effect of chill? Is the enemy frozen? Shocked? Effect of shock? There's a million things in here you can come in and start playing around with. To really make sure. And then lastly, you have your calculations where you can come in here and really just straight up see the numbers. How much physical am I doing? Cold, lightning, etc. My critical strike chance, attack rate. You know, you can come in and see your dodge chance and, you know, evade and other defenses, you know, avoidances for ailments and blind and things like that. So literally everything you need is in this program. It is fantastic. If you're the type of person to enjoy this type of thing, you know, I have wasted hours in this program. It's really cool. It's really powerful, and you can really just kind of min-max your build and figure out what you want to do, you know, what you're looking for. You don't have to actually, you know, up until this point, you had to maybe go buy an item and just try it out and be like, oh, this doesn't feel better. Or, oh, my tooltip went way down. Now you can see, you know, oh, maybe your tooltip went down, but you got a ton of extra elemental penetration or a bunch of crit chance. So it's actually going to increase your damage overall, even though your hit might not be as powerful as it was. So it's a really nice tool, and I highly recommend familiarizing yourself with it. The way to get it, and I will put this in the description, is there is a GitHub, and I will put this link in here. You can grab the community portable or the setup. I personally use the portable. I had a problem with the original one in the first Path of Exile, so I used the portable one then. I use it now. Let me know if I'm an idiot, why I shouldn't be using it, whatever, I'm sure. But that's the one I've been using, and it's working for me. That's this one here. So, you know, I'll put that link in the description. You guys can go and grab it. Again, just like any GitHub, download the zip. After you've downloaded the zip, here it is. You know, you just click it, extract all, extract. You know, it'll take a couple minutes. You can install the program. It's fairly quick. It's not, you know, this is not very taxing on your system. And then you can just kind of start importing things and playing around. Again, this is going to be your most important feature once it's updated. These 2 boxes, this is how you'll import it, and then also how you share it, or if you want to make a build guide, or again, share with, you know, your favorite streamers so that they can help you, or whatever the case is. Super nice. And, you know, I don't want to go on too long. You know, we've obviously had some concerns with me rambling a little too much and providing too much information, and now I feel like this will be too quick and I haven't provided enough, but it is what it is. I just wanted to do a quick one. And so we're going to keep it that way this time. And I appreciate you all. We're going to be live here soon. If you guys want to come say what's up, or if you have any questions about this, here it is. And once again, appreciate you all. See you on the next one. Peace out.